Well, I'm now joined by Les Dennis, who is playing Widow Twankey, I think I better get that word right, in the next performance of Aladdin here at the Horth, coming soon. And we would like to say hello to Les. Hello, Les.
Hello, Shelley. How are you doing?
Hi, sir. You well?
I'm very good. You?
I'm very well, thank you. You look gorgeous.
Thank you very much. There you go.
Is it hot?
Dressed like this with a bloke's voice. But that's what Panto Dame is all about. It's a man in a dress.
I'm a woman with a man's voice, so I wouldn't worry about that. That's got to be hot, isn't it?
It's not particularly today. It was quite warm outside because we got that October late sunshine, which is lovely. But I should imagine when it comes to, it will be hot when we get to come to running around the stage and playing the show twice a day.
Yeah. Now you've done an awful lot of stage shows. I did read up on you. Happy birthday for the 12th, by the way.
Thank you very much.
And you've done so much, and I gather you really, really enjoy it.
I do absolutely love it. Otherwise I wouldn't be still doing it. I started, when I was 17 years old. First telly was Opportunity Knocks, and so I've been around for a long time doing this business. But this is my first Panto Dame, so that's the reason I enjoy it is because I always do something challenging, something different.
Well, you played a murderer in the bill. A potential murderer, didn't you? Murder of your father, I believe, or something like that.
I put my father into the deep freeze. Yeah, so pretty nasty character. Whenever I do drama, they always seem to cast me against type. I play a lot of baddies. That's nice, though. It's nice to be able to do that. Yeah. And
be nice at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, like I said, I have a few friends on Facebook, and I did ask them if they would like to ask you a few questions.
You did a survey. You asked 100 people.
Natalie Happy Farmer, who's one of our friends, says, would he return to TV entertainment again?
Absolutely, yeah. I haven't gone away from it. It's just that my career has gone a different way right now. So the great thing about my career is that I get a chance to do lots of different things. So I will be back on your screens next year with Ricky Gervais. So back to
excellent.
To doing some more stuff with him.
Excellent. Debbie Turner also asked that same question. Sandra Bryce says, happy birthday, Les, for the 12th.
Thank you, Sandra.
Alison McCullen says, ask him if he can do anything for STEPS. STEPS is a well-being programme in Crawley that helps people with depression.
Okay, well, I can make you smile. Come and see the show. And I know that, that's something that is a serious matter. So the good thing about our industry is that we can take people out of themselves and put a smile on their face, hopefully. Yeah,
I tried doing that as well. Yeah. Nick Paul says, what is his highlight of his career that he enjoyed the most and why?
There have been so many, so it's difficult really to say. I think that working with Dustin G, I was in a double act with Dustin G, that was great. Doing Family Fortunes for 16 years was fantastic. I've got so many highlights. Working with Ricky Gervais on extras. I've been very lucky to have a diverse and interesting career. And this is going to be my next highlight, playing Widow Twankey to Aladdin and Wishy Washy, the mum. Let's meet the family.
At the Horth, coming soon. What's the first thing on his bucket list, says B. Chambers Wyatt?
I haven't considered making a bucket list right now because I've got 2 little kids, so I'm trying to avoid bucket lists. I think probably see my kids grow up. That's my real wish.
Lovely. Well, I think you already make a lot of people's wishes come true by your performances and the joy that you spread.
Thank you.
When you perform. So that's lovely. I think that's pretty much it. Samantha Edwards wanted to know, what will you be doing for Christmas? He'll be here performing at the Horth, Samantha.
Apart from Christmas Day, which will be a traditional Christmas Day opening presents with the kids.
Yeah,
watching,
that's lovely.
Watching
How
all
old
that.
Are they now?
I've got a grown-up son and I've got 2 little ones under 5. So yeah, it keeps me busy.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Well, I would like to thank you very much for coming and talking to me.
Thank you, Shelley.
I look very much forward to seeing you again on the day, and I'll see you after as well.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you very much for your time. Cheers. I'm here today with Noel Sullivan. Noel is in this year's pantomime at the Horth, coming to you soon, alongside Les Dennis, which is quite nice, really. At the moment, he's playing Galileo, aren't you? Playing Galileo at the moment?
Yeah, I'm playing Galileo and We Will Rock You, but I'm coming to the Horth this Christmas to play Aladdin.
Yes. The Aladdin with my magic lamp.
Left it over there.
Yeah.
Hope no one unsavoury rubs it.
Well, now tell us a little bit about yourself, Noel. How did you get into performing on stage?
Well, around 2001 I was in a pop band called Hearsay, and when the band split up, I went back to my first love, which was musical theatre. So I've been working in theatre now for the past 10 years. Loads of different productions. I've been in the West End in Greece and We Will Rock You, and now finally I'm making my way down to Horth this Christmas.
It's pretty pure and simple, isn't it?
Nice, I see what you did there.
What do you prefer? I mean, you were very good in Hearsay. I do remember you guys. Remember you winning. I'm that old. I remember watching it. I remember seeing your progression, obviously through the charts and what have you. What was your finer moments?
For me, there were so many from that time. I mean, obviously getting to #1 and touring the arenas and that kind of stuff, but more so kind of just getting to do what I do now. You know, it opened a load of doors, and I'm very lucky in that respect.
So you prefer the stage performing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great being a pop star, but it's only like 5% about the performing, whereas with live theatre you have to get it right every night, and I kind of thrive on the fear of that a little bit. So yeah, I definitely prefer the stage, and also you get to play so many different characters and find yourself in random situations like this, and you never know what you're going to get, and I like the variety of that.
Yeah, no, that's really lovely. I mean, you look fantastic in your outfit, by the way. The colour suits you, sir.
Thanks.
Colour suits you. Now, I agree. I think that performing, although much harder work than being a pop star, I'm sure. I'm not saying being a pop star is easy. I'm just saying that
it's a different type
it's
of
a lot
discipline.
Harder work to get on stage and perform in front of a crowd, of course. And of course the rehearsals, the amount of time you put into it.
That's right.
The learning of the words.
And also a panto schedule is more punishing than any other schedule. You're generally doing 2 shows a day, 6 days a week, so it's really full on. But again, ultimately rewarding, because there's not many other professions where you get a round of applause at the end of your job,
Yeah. Well, they say if you find a job that you love, you never have to work another day in your life. I gather that's how you feel.
Absolutely. I'm very lucky.
Excellent. Well, we'd like to wish you all the best of luck. Can't wait to see you in this year's Aladdin. Thank you very much for talking to us today.
Nice to meet you.
You take care.
Thanks.
I'm now joined by the one and only John Clegg. Now, he's a Hawley boy, really. But we'll try and dismiss that. No, I'm only joking. He's lived in Hawley most of his life, and John is one of the faces that I'm sure you all recognise. He performs in most of the pantos that have gone on at the Horth, and we look forward to seeing him in the leading role next year. John, how are you, darling?
I'm fantastic. Lovely to see you, as always. Yeah.
So
here we are, back in Crawley.
More. How are you doing? You have been a busy boy this year. Tell everybody. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a bit of a success story for our localness, aren't you? Tell us a little bit about it.
Thanks for that. I'll give you that tenner for saying that. Thank you very much. Yeah, just been travelling around, doing my stuff, doing my stand-up and entertaining the millions. Or the tens, as it is some nights, but it's good. I travel around doing my cabaret act around a lot of the holiday places, either abroad in the Mediterranean or over here in the UK, the likes of Havens and Butlins and things like that, which is always a pleasure. But it's great. I'll always look forward to doing panto, because you get to be on stage with lots of other people, lots of very good actors as well, which is a real education, to be honest. Working with them in rehearsals and watching how they do things. But it's good, because it can be a lonely old existence travelling around on your own night after night in service stations.
One of those little sticks with the little rucksack bag on the end, haven't you?
I've got an imaginary friend who sits in the passenger seat driving back from gigs every night. I'm like, how you doing? Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, good gig tonight. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, audience. Yeah, not bad. So
but he'll always tell you had a good show, though, wouldn't he?
Okay, you were brilliant, darling. You were lovely, fabulous. But no. So it's good to get on stage with a lot of other people. And Crawley's great. With the people who work here at the theatre. I've got to know them over the last 4 years, and they're all fantastic. Especially the crew, who I've got to know quite well over the years. Normally down the pub, they're just a lovely, friendly bunch of people great audiences. It's always busy here. It's a great theatre. So I can't say anything else good about Crawley, can I?
It's pretty awesome.
It's fantastic.
We'll give you the tenner later as well for that.
And your football team's doing pretty well as well now, isn't it?
We are. I'm not sure
Very
we
happy
can
about
go up, but hey, yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Now, you say 4 years. Is this your 4th year in Panto in the Horth?
Yeah, fourth year in the last 5. I did one. First one was in 2008, and then I didn't come back the following year, but I've been here for the last 3 years running. So
wow.
So it was good. And this is my second time of playing Aladdin. Not Aladdin, Wishy Washy. Wishy Washy.
He's already stepped up to the mark for next year.
I'm moving in.
You're playing Wishy Washy. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, what can I say? Typecast. It's perfect for me because I am Aladdin's idiot brother, basically, who's always getting into scrapes and always trying to get his brother Aladdin out of scrapes as well. Very close to his dear mummy, Widow Twanky. You got to love Widow Twanky. No, it's a great role. It really is. It's a fantastic role. Aladdin's idiot brother, but obviously the better looking one.
Of course.
I've just met Noel.
I met Noel. Yeah, you beat him hands down.
He's a good looking chap, isn't he? He's a good looking chap.
You're better. You're local. You're better.
That's another tenner that's cost me, isn't it? Well done.
50. Right, anyway. Now, how fantastic that you're back again. You look very colourful, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Suits you. Crawley Happy Times yellow, I see.
Look at that. Have you got a volume control for these trainers? Look at those.
It's my colour. It's my colour.
Love them.
It's my colour. Love it.
It's a great little
right, now, what would you like to do for the future? You can't carry on being the sidekick anymore. I think we all think that his talents are just exceeding sidekick status. What are you gonna do? Come on.
I mean, to be honest, I love the sidekick role. To be honest, because I love playing the comedy role where I can get away with murder, basically, in Panto, because I can take the mickey out of the audience, have a little bit of banter with them, come off script, which is always great. I love coming off script. Go out into the audience.
Is that slang for I forgot my words?
Well, yeah, basically, it's sort of like I'm coming off script, having a bit of banter with the audience while I'm thinking, what the hell am I supposed to be saying next? I've forgotten this. I've forgotten. But no, I love it, and I enjoy my life. I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
I get to travel around and see some amazing places, and get a lot of time off when I want to as well, which is good.
And following in Les Dennis's footsteps, he also got away with murder at On the Bill. When he performed On the Bill.
Oh yes, yeah. I haven't been in that yet. I'm probably the only actor in the history of the UK who's never been on the bill. Yeah, I've got no chance.
You have to go EastEnders or Coronation Street.
Yeah, well, I was on Crime Watch last week, but you wouldn't have recognised me though. I had a balaclava on. So, yeah.
Do you know what? You're always a pleasure to speak to. We always have a laugh with you. Gutted we missed out on interviewing you last year when you performed alongside Nigel. Absolutely gutted that we didn't get to see you.
Nigel, he was fantastic, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was okay. He was good. I have to say, my favourite, my real favourite, probably had to be Craig Revel-Horwood.
Oh, darling, he was fabulous, wasn't he? He was great. Overwhelmingly awful, darling. He was absolutely brilliant. I've got to say, what an amazing dancer, singer, actor. He was just fantastic. And
off stage,
it was an absolute joy. He was an absolute joy to be around. He really was. So much fun.
Yeah, he had to be my favourite. We feel quite close to you actually, because we've almost been with you for the 3. Because your career here at the Horth is as old as Crawley Happy Times. Because we came to your first one, didn't we, 3 years ago?
Yes, I'm no longer a Crawley Happy Times virgin. Here I am. I'm an old hand. Can't beat that. And I said virgin at 11:30 in the morning. Brilliant.
Cut. No. Oh shit. No, I do. I feel like we're quite close to you, and we would like to wish you all the best of luck for your future, John. You do keep in touch. We do keep an eye on you on Facebook.
Yes,
you're a little friend on Facebook. One of the 7,500. You're not really that important. But
well, I like to think I am.
But we would like to wish you all the best
Lovely.
of luck.
Lovely to see you again. I'll see you at the opening night.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Well, I'm now joined by Helen Kember. She's going to play Princess Jasmine in the forthcoming Aladdin, so I would like to get my hands the right way around. I would like to welcome Helen to the Horth. Hello, Helen. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
And yourself?
Yeah, very well. Thank you very much for asking.
Good.
I was just having a little look at your your rundown here, you've done an awful lot, haven't you? Now tell us a little bit about yourself, Helen. Where did you start? Why did you start? And what have you done so far, as in performances?
Okay, where I started was at my local theatre, doing panto actually. It was my first love of performing. I did it every year for about 6 years as a child, and decided from there that I wanted to progress on. So my first, I guess, big job professionally was a television series, which I thoroughly enjoyed, for the BBC. It was a children's TV series. From there I did so that was TV, I did a one-off episode of Doctors as well, and then after that moved into the musical side. So I did a Western musical called Daddy Cool, and 2 tours as well. I just finished the Dirty Dancing UK tour, and before that did a Motown musical called Dancing in the Streets as well. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything, bit of TV, bit of theatre, and I enjoy it all actually, so it's really nice.
You're pretty multi-talented. I'm going off you very rapidly. That's absolutely amazing. I mean, you know, to be versatile like that can actually be quite difficult, can't it?
Yeah.
Because they all have their own different presence, don't
Definitely.
they, as such?
Yeah.
What do you prefer the most?
Is it back to the love of the stage?
Do you know what? I think it is. I absolutely love doing TV because of the whole experience. The start, you see that they sort of go away, take everything you do, and you end up with this finished product, which is amazing. But there's nothing quite like the buzz of being on stage. You can never really recreate that. Every night is different because of the audience who are in. You can get a different response, different feel. You know, a lot of the time you're going through the same show, and so it's the same ideas and the same story, but the responses are different. So it's always a different journey, really. Whereas I guess in TV, if you do the same take over and over and over again, you're not always going to get a different response from the person you're with, or, you know, there's no audience involved. So
Just get the producer shouting at you.
Yeah.
Cut!
And do it again.
Cut! Take 28!
Yeah.
I gather that, I hear what you're saying. I suppose it is literally, the performance is all about the audience, isn't it?
Yeah, especially in panto, which is why I love it, because it's, even though I've done other musicals and that's great, it's not like here where people will actually participate. They'll shout out their ideas, or they'll talk with you and you talk directly to them, which is great. I love that. It really is something unique in itself. So you can kind of be in charge of what you're going to give out, and then you can make up what happens when they give it back to you as well. So that's really nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
How young are you, may I ask? And where do you live?
I've just turned 26 and I live in North London.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Do you want to travel one day and do pantomime everywhere, or would you rather stay in the West End side of things?
Oh, I don't know. It's lovely to travel, and I guess I've travelled with some of the tours that I've done, but I think panto's quite nice to be near home, because it's nice to be near your family and stuff. So it's lovely to be around London, not too far.
There's no place like home.
That's true. That's definitely true. Although I definitely would love to see the world, so that will happen at some point.
Yeah.
You know, we'll tour around, see what happens. But it's
Or maybe
nice.
just go on one big holiday.
Maybe, yeah, just one blowout holiday, spend all your money and then come back.
That sounds much better. Well, I'd like to thank you, Helen, for talking to us today.
That's all right.
And you look very beautiful, and we can't wait to see you at the Horse here in Aladdin.
Thank you.
Thank you.